3 basic hits from the Sculptor.
I'm also interested as to why Dreamer banned the mechanic first, apart from the Priestess. Especially because she's so powerful when it comes to the hospital. But I guess we shall see when they try to push for the best outcome here. And now here we are at the hospital with Dreamer going towards the ruins area and spotting the psychologist.
Beautiful statue. 2 statues right out the gate here on this psychologist. Beautiful job from Dreamer. Is really just pinpointing these. There's the hit as well. 3 straight hits here with statues and a basic. 1 statue away is this psychologist, and Dreamer all the way off to an incredible start here. They do have that birdcage pallet already thrown down, which is going to allow... Oh, forward comes in for the support stun. This is going to allow the psychologist to transition away and get that heal off. We may see him transition targets to a new survivor.
That's right, and it looks like the psychologist is able to get away there for a bit, but it looks like Dreamer really has his eyes on her, already knows that she's going to make her way towards the ruins here. She really can make use of this terrain because of all these walls that from which the statues can bounce off of. But it looks like the psychologist here is doing her very best to contain. Wow, look at this.
We would expect the owl to get utilized right here. There is Dreamer going to, instead of hit it, he's going to go ahead and swing around. The owl still has blink available. Oh, he's going to change targets to the seer. This is a little bit risky. Again, the psychologist 1 hit away. Beautiful statue there from Dreamer. Gonna blink. Oh, not able to get that hit there, unfortunately, but he does have the seer trapped in a bit of a tough situation. Let's see if he's able to utilize statue. There's the vault. Can he get the hit on the seer? And it looks like they are able to transition towards this window, but they're not able to vault because there's the risk of Terror Shock.
That's right. And now switching targets, that'll leave the psychologist that freedom to get a heal from the forward, which they are doing now inside the hospital. But look at this coordination. They are just able to, whoa! The seer takes a hit right there. Luckily, the basement is not close by. So, although he will be shared, they do have 4 ciphers remaining. And to our... Oh, wow! Support from the forward. Amazing job on the part of the forward right here. And now the chase continues. Wow, amazing coordination, Eli. What do you think about this?
Yeah, this is very strong from the start. Oh, beautiful statue! Wow! A snipe target statue from Dreamer to get the down. Yeah, beautiful coordination from the forward. The only downside to the situation is the forward was not decoding, so as you see, still 4 ciphers remaining. The first kite is very long. You can tell incredible support from WZ, but again, the only downside, the cipher rush slightly behind here if they are going to try to push for a win. But yeah, this is what we call just very good communication, very good teamwork, very good team chemistry from WZ. Looks like we're going to see the mercenary. Ooh, look at the overshot elbow pad, takes that first statue hit. Dreamer's got a couple more to work with. There's the second one, and he's going to get the double hit as well. So Dreamer putting himself in a pretty good position. Mercenary is able to get the rescue, though. That is the important thing. The seer is back off to the races, and another double statue to get the down. Dreamer has been on point this match.
That's right, and apart from that, the mercenary did get double hit, which means that he's gonna have to push for a heal, which is again going to put a strain on the decoding progress. But it looks like Dreamer is off to a good start here, already chairing this here for the 2nd time with only 4 ciphers still remaining. 1 has already been done, and the remaining ciphers rather, are still being decoded. Wow, amazing job on the part of Dreamer here, countering that coordination with such great insight.
Now the question is, if you are WZ, are you going for this rescue? You're going to go ahead and sell this here. It looks like they are going to go for a sell. Slowing down, they're going to slow down, heal up, and try to position themselves for a stronger endgame. 3 cipher machines still remaining, but a lot of these ciphers have progress. WZ has been going through these fairly quickly. Even with the forward harassing, they have been able to decode quite a bit. Let's see if he's able to find the mercenary. Mercenary does pop the self heal here, but it looks like Dreamer's not going for him. He's going to go ahead and go for the forward. This is a pretty good spot for WZ. This is the one character you want the hunter to chase as the survivors because you have a lot of football to work with. There is the first chip hit, but forward, again, still half a football available. And another one, wow.
Well, he does still have more than half a football and is able to use it just to be able to dodge that hit right there. But will he make it? Oh, he has been hit as he was vaulting that window right there. 3 ciphers remaining. This is going to put a lot of pressure on the survivors. Now, they really need to get that mercenary healed up because he does have that potential to be able to pull off that rescue while the psychologist is decoding. But it looks like they really have a lot to work a lot of work left to do. Look at this psychologist. I think she just might be the one to go for the rescue, if not try to decode, because the mercenary is about to pop that cipher at the statue. So what will be their plan after this?
It looks like they're going to go ahead and spike the Mercenary. Mercenary gets the pop off before the spike gets there, so that's really strong for WZ. The only downside is it's very hard to perform a rescue here. Mercenary takes a statue hit and a basic will go down. Same with the Psychologist. So against a non-present Sculptor, it's a little bit easier to do, but even then, very risky. Against a full-present Sculptor, it's next to impossible. We're going to see that statue or that spike get thrown out after the Psychologist. Beautiful jukes from this Psych, able to avoid this full-present statue. Looks like they're not going to go for a rescue. I think the Survivors trying to play for a one-person escape here. They still need to finish one more cipher. The question is, have they started on that last cipher machine yet?
Yes, and I do believe that that is exactly what they're going for. They're probably going to want to escape through the dungeon with one person. So now the Psychologist will go towards the T-wall to do some containment. But looks like Dreamer knows what it's all about. He knows the plan, and he's just staying on top of it. And also knows that that last cipher is at the birdcage being decoded by the mercenary. So it's like a back and forth situation where she has to camp the cipher and protect it from getting primed, while at the same time trying to put pressure on the Psychologist as well, because they're really gonna want to pop that last one, especially because that one is almost done. It's just gonna take a little bit of time before they are able to pop that last cipher. That's if Dreamer is not able to defend it. But it looks like the mercenary is down and the pressure is now on the Psychologist, and also that mercenary has also used up his self-heal, so the pressure is immense here.
Absolutely, Cahel. The mercenary using that self-heal, a huge downside for WZ. It means there's almost no chance they can push for this endgame, because if the mercenary still had self-heal, they could simply just get back up and try to rush down that cipher before the Psychologist goes down. But now, all he has to do is hit on the Psychologist with that statue. There's the surrender, and that is a 4-person elimination. It's definitely also a chance he doesn't bring it. Again, Sculptor's a character that can kind of counter the Coordinator if using those statues properly to block the flare gun. So it's definitely a possibility. But yeah, as you mentioned, no Priestess ban from Goated, really trying to eliminate the rescuers instead of the supporters. We're going to see the top of Ruin spawn here from Goated, which means the closest survivor does spawn near the entrance to Hospital from the statue side, as well as Shack. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and push towards Hospital instead, immediately going towards Birdcage, which is the location of the Seer. However, Seer's in a bit of a strong kiting area. Let's see what he's able to do here.
That's right, and also the Priestess is has yet to be found and has yet to lay down those portals to provide that support, which is actually good on the part of Goated going towards the Hospital right here. Oh, already spots the Coordinator here at the triple pallets. I'm wondering, there's that flare gun shot. Of course, you really do need to use that already at the earliest opportunity, just to be able to extend that kite. I'm wondering why she didn't drop that pallet. Maybe saving it for a later opportunity. But it looks like Goated really will commit to the Coordinator, because I do believe he's scaling the Hospital just to be able to find her.
Yeah, I think the reason why the Coordinator didn't drop that pallet there is simply because you get in a situation where if you're Goated, you go up to that pallet, you break it, and then you can teleport away. And that God pallet, what we call God pallet, it's such a strong pallet for survivors, has now been wasted. So it looks like just saving it for a later kite is very strong. Beautiful movements from Polars here. He's going to be able to stay out of line of sight of Goated, which means there's no option to statue. And it looks like Goated getting a little confused here, trying to mind game Polars, and Polars not falling for it here. Looking around, we may see him teleport away. Let's see who's able to find. He's going to spike here first, which will see which survivor it is. A good play from Goated, and it looks like we're going to transition to the Priestess, who has a portal already set up. So this is looking very strong for Fusion. Beautiful play here from Sally.
So it looks like the Priestess was saving these portals for the Ruins area instead of the Hospital, which actually has its advantages too, because look at how she is able to somehow break line of sight just by passing through those portals, and now she is transitioning towards the Hospital to be able to lay down those portals yet again. She does have 2 on hand. Wow, the use of Owl right there just to be able to get her inside the Hospital is a display of such great coordination on the part of the survivors here.
Absolutely, and now you have a Priestess in hospital. This is such a hard situation for a Hunter to deal with, but the Priestess actually leading the Hunter to the Coordinator, who is going to get pulled back by this statue. Let's see if they're able to make it to this window. They are going to vault it, get that speed boost, and transition away here. This is a bit of a tough situation now for Fusion. Goated back in this because he's able to find the injured Coordinator, and it looks like he is able to get the down forward in the vicinity to harass, but the Coordinator dying near that forward Cypher is not ideal. It looks like the forward playing very conservative here. Again, Fusion knows they only need to get a draw here, and it looks like, here comes the forward for that stun on Cher rescue like we talked about a little bit earlier. There's that rescue with Tide Turner, and this is going to allow the Coordinator to transition away from the forward Cypher. And another stun! Beautiful job from Bossy. He's going to take a hit, it looks like. Possibly. Oh, no, able to football away, and is able to avoid the hit. Wow.
Wow, and now it looks like Bossy will be containing the Hunter this time, already locating the dungeon right here. He needs to coordinate it with his teammates. But look at Goated already looking at other ciphers. He knows that the Coordinator rather might try to go for a heal, but look at these portals already. They have been placed. It looks like they do have a plan up their sleeves, because look at that. Those are some really hot spots for the portal there, and can be really confusing if Goated does not focus.
Looks like Goated has been able to actually find the Coordinator. This is really strong for him here. Coordinator is the one character that has been on Cher already, so catching the Coordinator at statue as well. Not a strong kiting area by any means, so this could be strong here. Is able to get that vault off. This is a bit of a tough situation for Goated, though, because his statues are still on cooldown. He's going to actually leave the Coordinator and teleport away, prioritizing Cypher control. Priestess able to get the portal off in time, but I think she may still absorb a hit here, unless she's able to make it to this window.
That's right, and if she did... Oh, wow! A nicely pulled off pallet stun by the Priestess right there, and it looks like Goated is just gonna camp the Cypher here because she knows that it's almost done. And they are getting started on that second Cypher, and actually there's some good progress on that. Amazing coordination on the part of the survivors here, and it looks like Bossy is here to trigger the earmark and will try to contain as best as he can. Will Goated be able to turn this around?
Yeah, one Cypher machine remaining. Beautiful target statue there from Goated. Is going to be able to get the hit on the forward, which is very strong. Because the forward now is going to be hard. It's going to be hard for him to actually go for a rescue in the later game. Let's see him try to use these full presence here. Was not able to chip that Seer, unfortunately. Oh, does find the forward here. Let's see if Goated's able to get the down on the forward. Does get that chip hit. Can he make it to the pallet in time? No. Goated able to get the down on forward, and this is actually on top of basement. So beautiful job from this Hunter. He's going to be able to take him to a strong camping area again, that basement there. Let's see if the Coordinator's going to camp the pallet. He's going to walk around here. Will he have enough time to make it to basement? It's going to be very close because forward does have that increased struggle speed. This is a very risky play, but it could pay off, and it looks like is able to make it just in time. Beautiful job from Goated to acknowledge, I have enough time to make it to basement here. This is his best chance at turning this game around and potentially getting at least a draw in this situation.
That's right, and especially because this last Cypher is just right under his nose, and now they're gonna want to pop this while at the same time rescuing the forward. But we do have a Priestess in the lineup. They might be able to pull this off just with her placing that portal to be able to do that rescue, which has been done indeed. And now they're just, wow, this is an intense moment right here. They're just pushing for this last Cypher, waiting for that final hit before they pop it. Who will get hit? Who will pop this Cypher?
Yeah, Goated's going to hold his statues here. If you're the forward, you need to leave. You need to trade off with one of these characters that are not one-shot to a statue. And we're going to see that statue get used hit on the Priestess. Ooh, all these characters are injured, so Fusion may just go for it. They're going for the pop. Does get the hit on the forward. Again, they only need one survivor out, so it's still not a bad situation here. Forward still has self-heal, but a beautiful game sense from Goated not to hit a survivor until they popped it and they was able to get the detention hit. Again, that's a beautiful situation. Oh, the Coordinator actually has a football and is able to stay alive because of that. And, oh, it looks like he is able to catch the Seer in a bit of a tough situation. He is going to be able to make it to this pallet to potentially kite, but it's going to be a bit challenging for this Seer.
And here we were wondering why the Coordinator made for that front gate exit. And it looks like she had a football after all. Amazing escape there. And now the Seer doing his very best, already doing such a good job buying time for his teammates to open the gate at that shack, because they are about to open it. And actually Goated knows this. He just placed a chisel at the shack, but it looks like they did know that he was about to do that because they're really committing to that gate right there. Oh, a teleport to the shack gate just when it was about to open. It is open.
Yeah, the Ford not able to get out though, unfortunately for Fusion. Oh, he gets stuck here. Can he make it to this pallet? Gets pushed away, and it looks like the Ford is going to go down. We do see this. Sally, the priestess, is able to get out that exit gate. Goated's going to go ahead and spike the other one here. You have to be very careful if you're the Seer. Oh, we didn't see the Seer. That would have been so strong for Goated. If he saw the Seer there, he could potentially use those full presence statues to down them there and put himself in a draw situation, but now it doesn't look like it. We're going to see the Ford get placed on the rocket chair here. Priestess is staying in the vicinity. Oh, he's going to drop him again. I think the Ford, I'm not sure if the Ford can still heal at this point. It looks like we're going to see these other two survivors get it out. And if you're Fusion here, you probably will just take this 3-survivor escape here. We're going to see the Ford go to the rocket chair. He did pick him up. Can he struggle now because the struggle is going to be increased? And no, it doesn't look like it. And that is going to be that one-person elimination for Goated, which is very important. Goated not gain distance with that glider.
That's right, and I'm actually really surprised to see the toy merchant here at the Moonlit River Park. I mean, of course I would understand, but to see her would be such an amazing thing to cast. And now here we are with Goated spawning at the 2-story already, making his way towards the working carousel. So he could find the toy merchant first, but looks like they are really transitioning here, making their way towards the tent and the bridge just to be able to buy time to get those ciphers started. But it looks like it's gonna be K-Dead who's gonna be spotted here at the back of the tent.
Oh, did he not see? I think he lost the... Oh, he lost the toy merchant, and he is able to pick him up here, but he's able to create some distance. Oh, he gets on the catapult. That one little instance of Goated not catching sight of the toy merchant gave him enough time to get on his catapult and transition away. We see Goated, again, tearing teleport. No excitement to counter this coordinator or this Ford. This is going to be challenging for him as this game progresses. We're going to see the toy merchant transition. He is going through cipher machines here. This is not ideal, but he is going to try to make it towards this 2-story area, which is such a strong kiting area. And it looks like he is, changing targets to coordinator. Interesting.
That's right, and like you said, this isn't really an ideal scenario because in addition to that, nobody is using that flare gun right off the bat. Yes, I do understand the decision because it is an open area after all, and now Goated will teleport to the first station here to find the Seer decoding at that cipher right there, and will now go towards that God Kite area where he needs to be able to put some pressure on that cipher they're being decoded, but it looks like he's focusing on Sally at the moment.
Yeah, the only downside to this is, he gets the hit, canceling the jump. Beautiful play from Goated there. Now he has his timer bomb available. He's going to use it to block off the Seer from entering 2-story. Excellent game sense from Goated to go for that play here. And we're going to see the Seer go down to this bomb. He is going to go ahead and pop that timer bomb to put it back on cooldown. And he did die near the cipher machine of the toy merchant. So while Fusion had a pretty strong start there, the Seer had an option to potentially push the roller coaster, but instead went for kiting towards the cipher machine of the toy merchant. We see the toy merchant get on that catapult and is going to fly over to first stop to work on that cipher machine instead. We know it has a lot of progress on it because that was the cipher the Seer was doing originally. And wow, beautiful dodge from the toy merchant here. And let's see if Goated's able to get another nice dodge from the toy merchant. Here comes the Ford for the rescue. He does have wanted order, so Goated is going to see him. Can he get the rescue before half? And he is able to get that save off before half with Tide Turner, so this is going to waste a lot of time. Beautiful stun from Bossy. This is going to allow the Seer to transition away here and make some distance, and this might be a pretty good situation for Fusion.
Look at the cipher progress already. 2 ciphers have already been decoded, and 3 rather. Look at the speed of their decoding right here, because even if Goated was able to pull off some nice chain attacks, it's like they actually have a decoder in the team. And this is just amazing to watch because now the pressure is going to be on Goated.
Comes down to how far the Cypher progress is. He's going to go pressure the Toy Merchant. What he's going to do is he's going to leave this control bomb on that Cypher machine. As the Toy Merchant goes back to it, he's going to be forced to eat the bomb. I think if you're the Toy Merchant, you just go ahead and eat this bomb and maybe try to rush this Cypher. It really depends on the progress here of the Coordinator Cypher. Is it far enough along where they risk going for a rescue? And it looks like no. Fusion's going to slow things down here, go for a draw. We see the Toy Merchant leading that Cypher machine, and it looks like Ford just feeding Tinnitus overall. And we probably will see him teleport away here.
Well, it's still an amazing job on the part of Goated to pressure that Cypher over there being decoded by the Toy Merchant, because now they have to get started on the new Cypher, if not try to continue the other ones that have already been touched at the other side. But it looks like the Seer will be going back to the Manor once more, and Polars and Bossy will be the ones left to decode these last Cyphers. Let's see if K-Dad will be. Oh, my beautiful terror shock from Goated right there. That will really put a strain on the decoding. Already teleports towards the Cypher of the forward there, just to be able to put that much pressure. One Cypher remaining. This is really intense because it looks like both teams are really doing their best. And now the Toy Merchant will be shared right here. I do believe that that's the last Cypher right there nearby, so that'll give Goated the chance to camp that Cypher and try to defend it. But it looks like Bossy is pushing for that last Cypher at the God Kite, especially because the Toy Merchant was decoding that earlier but just left it.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to eat that control bomb there. That's fine if you are Bossy. The Cypher machine will get popped momentarily, so he's going to get healed up regardless of what happens. We see him going for Polars here, trying to stuff this rescue. Polars needs to eat this hit. They're going to most likely pop it with this hit. Yeah, there's the pop. They are going to get that rescue off. No Tide Turner from Polars here, which means that there's not going to be any last effort. We're going to see K-Dead try to get up here. He does have the glider to work with. Will he immediately vault and get on that glider? And it looks like he is, and that's going to allow him to make some distance. Beautiful game sense from K-Dead. We're going to see Goated push for this Toy Merchant, but no teleport available for him, unfortunately, which means it's going to be very hard for him to get anything more than a draw here.
I do believe that that's exactly what the outcome is going to be, except Goated knows that this is exactly what's going to happen, and that's why he's pressuring that gate right there just to be able to defend the gate and deny the survivors the chance to escape, which is actually a good decision on the part of Goated right here.
Now, we see no detention from Goated, which means even if he is able to get the hit on that forward, it's going to be very hard for him to actually... Oh, we see the Toy Merchant able to get up and get back. No, the glider gets canceled by the bomb. Beautiful bomb from Goated. This is going to allow him to get the down on the Toy Merchant. The survivors are going to make it. Yeah, it looks like Forward is able to get out. Coordinator is going to go for that fourth stop exit gate there, because he was able to take that roller coaster. Goated, no teleport available. He's not going to be able to catch the Coordinator, but Toy Merchant without self-heal. If Toy Merchant gets on that glider, they can fly towards the gate and potentially get a survivor escape. So that one bomb chain, very crucial from Goated. Beautiful play from him there. He does know that there's no need to pick up this Toy Merchant until the Coordinator gets out, because there's no self-heal available. So he can kind of take this time here, but the Coordinator is going to get out that exit gate, and that is going to be a draw for the Fusion survivors.
That's right. And now that the survivors Panic Fan as well, and I do use her in rank, but to see her here in competition is actually a sight to behold. She is such a rare survivor that doesn't usually come out. But then again, you did say that this is a round 2 Sculptor, and I'm really excited to see how Dreamer is going to make use of the situation to really rack in those points for the team.
See Dreamer heading towards the tent area here. Does pick up sight of the patient early on. This is not a great chase target. Oh, beautiful statue from Dreamer.
Wow.
He actually pushes the patient back towards him there instead of the patient able to hook away. That's typically what we see there. Another beautiful statue from Dreamer. This is such a strong start. This is why banning the Sculptor is so common, and giving him the option here is just such a huge risk. And he gets down before he reaches the coaster.
Wow.
What a start for Dreamer.
Amazing first chase on the part of Dreamer here. Really, it just proves how dangerous the Sculptor is when it comes to doing just that first kite, even without full presence. Amazing on the amazing foresight on the part of the Sculptor here. Also, because somebody is decoding at the Cypher on the first station, and it's actually the bot. So that's a win-win for Dreamer here, because that's going to significantly decrease the durability of the bot, and now they're going to have to work on the decoding progress here.
Comes the mercenary, is able to get that rescue, does get that one chip, and there's the hit on the patient. Unfortunately, QC not able to use that hook there to transition away. So the bot is down. Patient's gonna be placed on the rocket ship for the second time. 5 ciphers still remaining. And if you're WZ and you want to get a win here as the survivors, it's going to be so challenging because now the sculptor has full presence. You've seen one of the downsides playing mechanic. Oh, we see mercenary in the area, and he's not able to get the hit. It looks like mercenary is able to avoid this here, and he is going to go after that patient.
Well, now that you mentioned it, I actually think that they just might sell the patient at this time. They do have to make up for that lost decoding progress, especially because the Dreamer was able to spot that bot. So they really have a lot of work left to do here. And look at Dreamer just providing so much pressure at this really important cipher right here. They really do need to get that cipher popped. But look at that mercenary still exerting a valiant effort, taking that hit just to be able to rescue the patient. And the support
Beautiful
of portals.
Beautiful setup here from the survivors. We're going to see QC use that hook to transition away here. Dreamer using that spike. Can he get that full presence? There's the one hit on the patient. He still needs one more. No statues available. They are currently on cooldown, which means that QC has an option to go for this hook. You can actually hook yourself on... Oh, he didn't go for it, actually. You can hook yourself onto that platform, which QC opted to not go for. Does go for that target statue, unable to get that hit. And it looks like QC might be going down here. This is a bit of a tough situation. Can he make it this Paladin time? Goes for the charge attack and does get that down just in time.
And yes, the patient really will fly back to the manor, but not before Dreamer does provide pressure once more on the mechanic here at the tent. And do note that the mercenary is down, which is still gonna put more pressure in terms of that decoding progress. They really do need to finish the ciphers, especially because Dreamer is just staying on top of it all. There's 50% on that cipher right there, and another about 60%, 60 to 70% on that cipher at the last station, so they really do need to make up. But look at the effort of the priestess here, containing the sculptor and transitioning towards the windowed areas at the back of the tent. I still think this is an amazing job she's doing, making use of this terrain and these pallets just to be able to provide some distance and giving time for the rest of the team to at least finish a cipher or two.
This is the best situation for the survivors here if you're WZ. You want them to find the priestess. You don't want them to find mechanic or mercenary. Both characters would go down very quickly. Priestess is one shot. Can Dreamer... Oh, gets the statue hit with that chisel. Beautiful statue from Dreamer. You have to acknowledge the statues do rebound 3 times, so you have to be careful of that. And he was able to get that hit on the priestess. Still 3 ciphers remaining. 2 injured characters here, which means no one can really go for a rescue here. And Dreamer now pressing down these ciphers with each chisel. This is tough for WZ. They need to at least get a draw here, and it's not looking too good for them, unfortunately.
That's right, and because you said that they are both at half health, it's really going to be hard to rescue. They have to be really careful with their decisions. And also, the mercenary doesn't have any more elbow pads. The mechanic has one, though. She could use that to pull off a rescue, but I really think that Dreamer is just really good at defending the chairs and putting pressure on the ciphers as well. But look at her trying to go for it, reserving that elbow pad. Oh, where is she going? Will she be able to rescue? Oh wow, takes that hit. And 2 ciphers remaining we have right here, guys. Amazing amazing gameplay on Dreamer here. This is just too intense to watch. But I am enjoying it. Yeah,
Dreamer he doesn't need to slug for any sort of 4-man here. Just needs to get a 3-survivor elimination. That will secure the win for Fusion here. He's going to place the mechanic on the rocket chair here and probably just secure this down here. If Mercenary gets dungeon again, it's not too relevant. Fusion would have already won in that situation because they would have taken that round too. So, yeah, if you're WZ, you have to get 2 survivors out, and unfortunately, it does not look very likely here. Just going to camp out this mechanic, guarantee the down. Mercenary, no items available as well. I think the biggest turning point in this match was when that Mercenary went for the second rescue. It seemed like an unlikely situation. Again, Kahel, you mentioned selling that patient there might have been the more logical selection. And it looks like they went for a bit more of an aggressive play, really trying to push for that win with those Priestess portals. But the Mercenary taking the double hit, forced to use a lot of items for that play. Did not quite work out for them, it looks like. And we're going to see the Mercenary at least attempt a rescue, but unfortunately, it probably won't matter here.
Oh, it looks like he really did just stand at the bridge here waiting for that hit, but that was such a waste because the dungeon was in the area as well. However, Dreamer would have been